remote coaching program, we're just going to add some extra stuff to our warm-up here. So we've spent the last 2 weeks just working through a fairly basic warm-up. We're going to just start adding stuff every couple of weeks, stuff that's not only going to prep you for what you're about to do in your session, but it's also going to help as some assistance, some accessory work in that midline, things like that. So start off as we did last time, start off with those leg swings, okay? Start off with some shoulder rotations and also a light run, depending on what your coach has programmed for you. Then from there, we get into our Spiderman walk. Now, we went through the Spiderman walk last time, but what we're going to do is we're just going to add some extra bits to that, so you can start to get those hips a little bit more warm. As you work into your second and third weeks, you're going to be starting to do a lot more barbell work, which means that hopefully, providing your form is okay, we should be starting to add a little bit of weight to what you're doing. So from here, what we're going to do is we're just going to start off in that push-up position like we did for the Spider-Man. Walk, take the foot, place it next to our hand. Okay, same points as last time, making sure keeping our knee off the ground, pushing our hips to the ground. We're just going to drop our elbow for 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then from there, place our hand back down. Turn our inside arm up. Okay, and try and turn our chest up to the ceiling. Again, 5 seconds. Back down. Okay, and then outside hand up. Okay, same thing. You're just trying to get that rotation. Get your chest pointing to the sky. Try and keep a nice flat back. I probably didn't demonstrate the best form there with that particular one. So what you're going to do, you're probably going to do 5 different rotations of that. So once on your left hand side, once on your right. Do that for 5 rounds. Then once you've done that, you're just going to progress to the next stage of the movement. Okay, so if we go through that sequence again, we're going to drop that elbow, inside arm up, 5-second hold at each position, outside arm up. Okay, then from there, leaving our foot nice and flat on the ground, leaving our knee off the ground, leaving our hips where they are. We're just going to take our torso, come up nice and upright, hands out, rotation in, 5 seconds, rotation out, 5 seconds, back to the center. Then you'll return to that push-up position, change sides, do the same sequence on the opposite side. If you've got any questions on that particular movement or that sequence of movements, make sure you hit your coach up. Next thing we're going to do to get warm is just what we refer to as a walkout. So all you're going to do from a standing position, okay, just going to take your hands nice and flat on the ground and walk your hands out as far as you can. Pause for 5 seconds and then inch your hands back in, okay, and return to a nice tall standing position. Do 10 of those for this next 2-week period. We'll add to that, working up to probably 20 reps each warm-up session. That's just going to help you get some midline control. Make sure when you do it, your chest isn't touching the ground. You're not going to a point where you fail, just as far out in front of your body as you can. And then a controlled walk back in. If you're able to, and you have the hamstring flexibility, please keep your legs straight while you do it. And that is the additions to the warm-up. So recapping, going through what we would like you to do this week. Warm-up wise, so leg swings, just remember with those leg swings, control to start off with, trying to increase that range of motion. Don't go hell for leather right off the bat. You don't want to pull anything just from swinging your leg when you're too high, when you're cold. Arm rotations, just get those shoulders nice and warm. Forward, back, okay, remember across your chest, over your back, and then go through that Spider-Man sequence. So you're going to do 5 reps each side with the elbow drop, and then the rotation with your hand still on the ground. Then do another 5 reps each side, elbow drop, rotation with your hand on the ground, then with that rotation, with that vertical torso. Okay. Then from there, 10 reps, walkouts. That will be your warm-up for the next 2 weeks, unless, of course, you as an individual have something else programmed from your coach. If you can, please film yourself doing these warm-ups so we can give you some feedback and email that through to us. Other than that, that's the warm-up for the next 2 weeks. When you get your programming in 2 weeks' time, you will have additional stuff to do on the warm-up to what we've just gone through. So thanks very much. Good luck.